Hi, my name is Aarshi Tirkey. I am a research assistant with the Strategic Studies program of the Observer Research Foundation. Today I will be talking about my paper titled Issues and Challenges in Extraditing Fugitives from Foreign Countries. Extradition is defined as the international legal mechanism for the timely return of fugitives from abroad. Currently, India faces a lot of procedural, legal, and substantive issues in securing the return of fugitives. India has a success rate of securing the return of 1 in 3 fugitives from foreign countries, which is somewhat on the lower side. The process for extradition is governed by bilateral treaties and agreements. India has bilateral treaties with 43 countries and agreements with 10 countries. This is somewhat on the lower side as compared to the US and the UK, which have bilateral treaties with 100 countries. As well as the other issue is that India does not have treaties with its immediate neighbors such as Pakistan and China, which can create certain issues in getting fugitives from these jurisdictions with which we don't have any extradition relations. Now the substantive process for this is that if we have to get the extradition of a fugitive from a foreign country, it has to be an offence in that jurisdiction as well as us. This is known as the principle of dual criminality. Now, this can be an issue for an offence which is not a recognized offence in another country. For instance, dowry harassment is an offence in India, which may not be an offence in the UK. So we may not be able to get the extradition of a person accused of dowry harassment. The other thing is that it's substantively easier to get the extradition of someone accused of grave offences such as murder and terrorism to India as opposed to someone accused of fiscal or economic offences. The second concern is that human rights issues such as poor prison conditions or custodial violence can be invoked by a person who is challenging his order for extradition. Now, considering the reports that India has about these two issues, can be a concern in jurisdictions where the human rights movement is particularly strong, such as the United Kingdom or the European Union. Thirdly, bilateral relations as well as reciprocity plays a very important part in the expeditious process of an extradition request. For instance, the first part of the process where we send an extradition request to another country, how quickly it is taken up by them before their courts depends on negotiations and our bilateral relations with that country. For instance, in the Purulia arms rob case, there were certain latent concerns that the Netherlands government had about the Indian government's motivation for securing the extradition in this case, which is why it took nearly 8 years for this case to come up before the court. Final concern is investigational and procedural as well as evidentiary irregularities which can come up in extradition cases. This is a very common and minor front-end problem. This can arise from, say, lack of certified translations or very long investigational delays by investigation agencies which are not looked at favorably by foreign courts. This can lead to a negation of a favorable extradition order. How India can tackle this is by adopting various policy measures. This can be to leverage our bilateral relations and diplomacy with foreign countries. It can also be to enter into extradition treaties with as many countries as possible. We can also try and take measures on our own end to address investigational delays, as well as set up a proper organizational structure for sending these requests to foreign countries. Thank you for joining us at ORF. If you want to read my paper, please look at the link in the description box below. Thank you.